Where's all my patriots at? We've got a major problem.
I want to talk about this guy from a writer's point of view. Now, ignore his politics. I'm going to link to him just so that you can see what I'm talking about with his videos. But don't engage. Don't harass him or anything. Make him cry. But he's this guy. He's a cattle rancher, and he presents himself as a very masculine, very tough guy. Right? He's got the hat on backwards, the big beard. Oh, I'm going to drink my Budweiser. But, right, I mean, he's a cattle rancher. He should be the most masculine of masculine, tough guys, right? Close your eyes and listen to his language. He emasculates himself with every single video he makes, right? He's always overwhelmed. He's always panicking. He's always the victim. He's always the weak little child, like, oh my God, I need help. Patriots, where are you? And then he builds up. He uses hyperbolic language to build up his enemies. Right, so the Democrats didn't visit the detention center. They stormed the detention center. Why does he do that? Because nothing's going on. He has no actual real threats. So he has to panic. He has to make everything like, oh my, I heard thunder. That's the Democrats testing nuclear bombs, right? Like he has to build up this fake narrative because there is no real threat. Trump won. His side's got it easy, supposedly, right? He doesn't talk about like the real threats like JBS, the Brazilian meat packers that gave Trump a bunch of money who were going to put him out of business. No. Let's build up imaginary foes. And go listen to the videos. They all demonstrate weakness. Not once does he talk about his ability to do anything on himself. Not once does he have an action or a plan. At best, he's like, we need to take away free speech from people that he disagrees with. So if you want to create a character that's weak but presents strong, this is a great example of how to do that, right? If you want to have a strong character, I think even present weak, is you have the silent type, right? That's why that silent type is so important in Hollywood. Because you know that person's just getting stuff done. They're not making a big to-do about it. They're not like, this guy just panics over everything. If he smells smoke in his house, he is shoving kids down the stairs and he's the first out the door, right? Because he's not actually getting stuff done. He's panicking over everything. Everything is this fear, terror, oh my God, overwhelmed. How can I, blah, right? Like, he's a, 13-year-old girl crying over the first time she sees a cat die in a movie, right? Like, go listen to the language. It's the same kind of thing. And apologies to the 13-year-old girl, because you're probably actually tougher than this guy. And I don't like to use the words masculine and feminine or emasculate, but it's language when these kind of characters come up and this kind of MAGA crowd is in this. I think they're good, simple terms to use where it's clear. And we can get into some other one about the nuance around all of this and how masculine does not mean power and energy and whatever, right? Because clearly this guy tries to demonstrate that, right? But he doesn't have anything to back it. And that is always really cool. Like, I think Sopranos did this really well, where you knew who was the real badass in there, who knocked people off, and who just screamed and made a bunch of noise, right? And that is just a really great thing in your games and your movies and your books. It's like it's a person who makes all the noise, who's always so fearful, always like everything's a threat, everything's overblown. Oh my God, how can they get through the day? Right? Like he's the grandma who acted like going to Walgreens was like landing on the beaches. Everything is so hyperbolic and crazy. And so using hyperbolic language that way. And I say that and I realize, I wonder if we're going to lose that ability to write like that because of guys like this. Because people confuse this with masculinity. And they think this is the thing of like, you have to overreact. You have to be freaking out. You have to be in tears because, oh my God, it's so crazy. Like, and that becomes what we identify as masculine. And then the rest of us can just get our shit done, I guess. I don't know.